Welcome students, welcome to Masters Bloomingdale Academy. In this session we are going to discuss about the behavior of incident ray in certain situations or in certain cases. So we'll discuss in detail. Now let us see the first case when the incident ray is passing along the principal axis. As you know that there are two type of lenses we are taking basically. This is a convex lens. So for convex lens we have center of curvature, focus, here also center of curvature. So this is C2, F2, F1, C1 for convex lens. For concave lens we have to take C, F, F, C. So here this is C1 and this is F1, this is F2, this is C2 for a concave lens. Now concave lens. So what is the situation? The incident ray is passing through the principal axis. Let us take a ray which is, this is a ray which is passing through along the principal axis. So when it is passing through the principal axis, here also in concave lens, so what is happening to the ray? It is undeviated. What is the result in this case? The ray is undeviated. The incident ray is undeviated. Now coming on to the second case, here in this situation the incident ray is passing through the optic center, or in other words we can say pole. Now let us see. So this is the incident ray. It is passing through the optic center. Here also it is passing through the optic center. So do you find any difference between convex lens and concave lens? No, there is no difference. Both the ray diagrams are same. Here also what is the result? Here also the incident ray is undeviated. There is no deviation in this situation also. Now let us see the case third, when the incident ray is parallel to the principal axis. So this is the convex lens. This is C2, F2, F1, C1. So incident ray, this is incident ray, it is passing parallel towards the principal axis. What happens after reflection? It passes through focus. So it is passing through focus. So this is the situation, or we can say it is converging towards focus. So this is in convex lens. Now coming on to concave lens. This is the concave lens. So as usual you have to remember here C1, F1, F2, C2. So if this is parallel, incident ray, this is the incident ray. If it is parallel, what happens? After refraction it diverges. But when you extend these lines backwards, it appears that it is originating towards or coming towards focus. So this is the third case. So now let us see the case 4. Incident ray is passing through the focus. So this is the incident ray. is passing through the focus. Now what happens after refraction? It will become parallel. It will become parallel in convex lens. So similarly, so coming on to the concave lens, now let us see the incident ray. Imagine that this is the incident ray. It is passing through focus. This is the focus, and one more ray is passing through focus. So what happens after when it touches the lens? It becomes parallel. It becomes parallel. So this is the situation or the case 4. So students, now let us see the case 5. So parallel rays are making some angle with the principal axis. Now let us take the example of a convex lens. So this is the convex lens. So this is C2, F2, F1, C1. So what is happening here? The incident rays, they are parallel. Are they clear? So these are the incident rays. They are parallel and they are making some angle with the principal axis. So they are making an angle. So what happens after the refraction? These lines, they meet at a point somewhere here. So this is focus. They meet somewhere here. Let us say they are meeting here. Let us say they are meeting at Fs. Let us say this is Fs. So this line is known as focal plane. You take any point here, so it is nothing but the extension of the focus. Here also it is the extension of the focus. So this is the ray diagram for case 5 of convex lens. Now let us see the ray diagram for concave lens. So in this situation, for the concave lens, we are seeing here incident ray is making an angle on the principal axis. So here the rays are making angle with the principal axis. So what happens now? This point will become the focal plane. Why? Because it appears that opposing this is the refracted light. This is the incident and this is the refracted. So this refracted light ray, if you are extending it, supposing this is the refracted ray. If it is being extended, so they will come and meet at a point Fs. So this is your focal plane. So this is the ray diagram for concave lens. It is being refracted back and it is falling on the focal plane. So these are some of the situations of different light rays, especially incident ray, when it is falling on the surface of the lens. In the examination point, he may ask, draw the ray diagram for if the parallel rays are making an angle with the principal axis. So you have to draw these ray diagrams for convex as well as for concave lens. I hope that you are able to understand this concept, and this concept is very easy to understand.